Hey, what's going on, fellow money lovers? Let's just jump right into searching through Pocket Change, looking for things that are worth more than face value, or at least are collectible. So thanks for coming to the video. Hopefully you like it. You like and subscribe. Hit the little bell for notifications to get more videos on currency news and bill searching. So I can already see a little bit of something going on. Kind of some excess of inking here right around the signature and the series date there. On the back then I was just seeing if it kind of bled through or not. Now this could be just some wet ink transfer. So nothing there on the front. Nothing in the serial number as far as fancy serial number. A little bit of wet ink transfer, but nothing crazy. Moving on. Series 2013. Now this one has a little bit of a ticker note on the serial number there. You can see these digits are slightly higher, but well within acceptable range. But something to keep an eye out for is when serial numbers are misprinted, then that's could be worth a few bucks more than the face value. Series 2013 $5 note. A little bit of shift in the seal here. It is sitting a little to the right, but nothing crazy. Nothing in the serial number. Little bit of wet ink transfer on the back there, but nothing to call home about. Beat up $1 note. A little bit of over ink on that third digit, but I searched through a ton of bills. On Series 2013, it's very common to have over inks on that specific digit, so I don't hold on to them. A little bit of an excess of a counter stamp there. Weird that it's on the reverse of the note, but hey, maybe it's a bank that stamps both the top and bottom of the stack. I have seen that before, so... 2009 series, nothing different in this dollar bill than both the 2013 series and the 2017 series we've come across so far, other than the signatures on the front. They have not changed dollar bills in well over 60 years, so... Once again, 2013, that over ink on both the digits there. Sometimes it's on one or the other, but I see it a lot of the time on both. A couple digits away from a broken ladder, but not close enough. Nice beat up note. Seen its day, definitely seen its time in circulation. This is a little wet ink transfer is what it looks like. It doesn't look like it's a ballpoint pen or a Sharpie or something like that. Nothing there. Now this is a 2013 Series $5 note. I'm not used to seeing a little bit of excess of inking on the serial number on the bottom right here. However, it's not, I mean, you can barely see it there, but it's not enough for me to really hold on to. Now, if you do see heavy over ink, and by that I mean it's just a major degree thicker than it normally should be, or it's actually smeared or obscuring other portions of the note, then of course, you know, it'd be an error note at that point, and I would hold on to it. Nothing on the back there. Now this one's kind of funky, so this is definitely, I mean, if you just notice it by looking at it, we got a misprint on this 0 here. Now normally, I would kind of comment the same as that earlier note. It's just a little bit askew, it's a little bit up, which I normally call an odometer note since it's ticking up like your odometer does. But in this case, there's actually a kind of an issue with the spacing here. Looks like the bill almost got dragged or grabbed as it was printing that. Aside from the fact, rather, that it also has wet ink transfer across the bill. You can see almost the entirety of the word 1 printed backwards because it would have been from the reverse of the note that sat on top of this one. But I really like that. That's a good, I mean, although maybe minor to some of you, I think it's a nice kind of misprint in the serial number there. As you can see, that last 0 is kind of way off. And then, of course, if we flip the note over, it also has a little bit of wet ink transfer on the back of the note right below the word 1. But I'm really liking that serial number, and I'll set it aside for now. Now, I like to refer to these as double year notes. This is a 2017 series, so only difference here is the signatures at the bottom, like I mentioned before. Now, I know some people say, well, it's 1693 and then November 4th. in my opinion, and you can differ in the comments below, but a date note is realistically one that has the month, the day, and then the year. So if we would have flopped this and it was, say, 11/04/1693, I'd be all about it as far as a birthday note or date note. But in this case, I guess you could stretch and say it's a double year note. But then again, in every series, you would have a ton of those. So not collectible. I used to hold on to some double date notes that are actually historical, say like the span of years for World War I, or something like that, or the span of years for the Revolutionary War. Then that would be something I'd say, okay, cool, hold on to it. But even as we're talking now, here's another double year note, so you can see they're really common. Not something that I would suggest holding on to. Nothing on the back of that 10. Nice little star note. Now, nothing crazy in the serial number, but I love star notes. If you watch any of my videos, I'm all about collecting star notes. If they have good serial numbers, I'll hold on to them. I have a ton in my currency collection. However, if they don't have a great serial number after a while, I generally like to send them back into circulation, and hopefully another collector comes across them. But you can go to Star Note Lookup on my currency collection and a couple other websites. We have a Star Note Lookup on VarietyErrors.com, but honestly, it's not as good as just good old Star Note Lookup. So check that out, and you can see the run numbers and rarity, so to speak, of your Star Note, but I'll set that aside. Getting down there on bills, got a few more bills. Looks like they're all dollar bills. I mean, it is pocket change, so another 2017 series note. Good shape overall. Probably one of the nicer ones we've come across so far, despite a little bit of gobbledygook on the bottom there. Nothing on the back. A little bit of wet ink transfer. It looks almost like a thumbprint there. But just a little transfer from another bill. 2017 note also. Look at that. Another odometer bill. That's a good one. Has pretty good degree of being lifted up there on the 8 on the end, as well as the 5 a little bit. But if you look down here, this serial number was printed normally. But that's a good example there. I like odometer notes, and there's a little bit of a shift in that seal there for the Department of the Treasury seal, as you can see, sitting a little low and to the left. But that's just, I mean, from here, even before I picked it up, you can see how much that's kind of off-center there. Yeah, a little bit beat up, but I'm going to hold on to that one too. But that first off-center note, or off-center serial number there, definitely a keeper. I'm going to hold on to that, and we'll show that at the end of the video. Really beat up 2013 $1 note. A little bit of discoloration here. Now, this is a good example of what this would be caused by as I kind of flick the note around. But and I don't mean to just handle the crap out of the note, but to bring it closer to the camera, if I can get it to focus. There we go. Now, sometimes you would kind of look at it and say, okay, well, that's kind of an ink smear. But if you look at the actual tone of that there, that's either just a wear mark or some other substance that got on the bill post-production. So if you go to VarietyErrors.com, we break down the parts of a U.S. banknote, including the type of paper as well as the type of ink. So that might help you answer some of those questions without waiting in the comments or emailing and stuff like that. Sometimes I just don't have all the time to answer everything. And nothing here. Decent shape bill, though. Bunch of highlighter like that, or not sure what that is. But anyway, not doesn't come on the bill, so it doesn't matter. Nothing the serial number there. And nothing on the back of the note. Last but not least, if we want to get into another double year note, or you could flip it around and have a birthday note, but in my opinion, it's not in the right order, so I'm not going to hold on to it. But let me know if you think differently. I mean, I guess if it was my actual birthday and it was like 1989, 05, 03, then I would hold on to it, but in this case, no dice. But anyway, so what did we hold on to? First off, we held on to a little bit of a shift in the serial number on this bill here. Nice little star note. I love me some good old-fashioned star notes, so I'm glad that we came across another one for me to add to the collection. Let me know what you think about star notes. And I think my favorite one of the find, it's got some good wet ink transfer. It almost has the whole word one that's legible across the bill, albeit backwards. But more importantly, this misprinted serial number, I know you're probably thinking, or at least some of you are thinking, man, I've seen some crazy misprints, that's minor. Well, to me, I think it's still collectible. I think I can get a couple bucks over face value. So, only the future will hold the answer. Let me know what you've come across in your coin and bill searches lately. Check out our free price guides on VarietyErrors.com, and I will see you in the next video.